How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we're on about versus Lionel, also known as Richie from the Discord server in the OU tier. Looking at their team, they got a Weavile, which I really like, Rotom-Wash, a Okidogi, Dragapult, Hisuian Decidueye, and an Ursaluna. Regular Ursaluna, of course. I believe Blood Moon Ursaluna is actually banned now, which is interesting. So that's only if you play by Smogon, obviously, which I do. But looking at their team, and I'm thinking, you know what? Mienshao does really well here. Close combat hurts a lot of the team. Close combat will sting the Rotom. It'll definitely take out the Weavile, and the Ursaluna is not going to appreciate it. Ice Spinner for the Dragapult and the Hisuian Decidueye. And then obviously, you know, when we go from there. But Chimecho looks like it might actually do some decent work as well against the Decidueye anyway. I think Milotic being choice specs is going to play to our advantage, especially against the likes of the Ursaluna. So I think what we do here is we lead with Mienshao and we go for that fast U-turn right off the bat just to see what they're going to lead off with, scout a bit, and then we'll just kind of go from there. And the battle begins. So Lionel's going to lead off with Hank, the Rotom-Wash, as we lead off with Chow Mein, the Mienshao. So, not a bad matchup. We outspeed them 100%. Could knock off, especially if their choice, but I don't think we want to risk that because Mienshao does play a big part in this game. So let's go for a U-turn real quick. There we go, U-turn comes through. They either go for a Will-O-Wisp or they go for a Volt Switch. One of the two. I don't think they trick us because if they're choice scarfed, you know, not going to work out very well for them. So I think our best play is going to be, it's a tough one. A very tough one. Ogerpon could be Cub, but if they go for the Will-O-Wisp, we're screwed. I think Chimecho is the best one to go for, so let's go into Tinkerbell real quick. I don't think they'll trick. Definitely don't think they'll trick. Did they go for a Volt Switch? There we go. We're going to eat that up, though. We're going to eat that up like it's nothing. Chimecho is very bulky. Very bulky. So they probably go into Weavile now. Weavile can obviously take on Chimecho, no problem. Definitely no problems there. Draco comes in, which is going to be the Dragapult, right? Yeah, the Dragapult comes in. So that's fair enough. Dragapult can come in. I made this team ages ago, to be honest with you. So I'm trying to remember what Tera type we are. Are we Tera Fairy? Yeah, Fairy. Okay, so we don't want to do that. We're gonna get hit by a Shadow Ball right now, which is not good. Let's go to Heatran straight away. So we'll go Heatran real quick, get Tinkerbell out of there. We'll go into Heatran real quick. There we go. Hot Rod comes in. There we go. Shadow Ball, we're gonna eat that like it's nothing. Of course. Well, not necessarily nothing, but you know. We definitely eat it up. We definitely eat it up. But not, you know, it was a sizable amount of damage, to be fair, but we eat it up still. So they've probably got the defog on the Decidueye, but I'm going to get the Stealth Rocks up anyway because I don't think they bring the Decidueye in against a Heatran. I think what they bring in now is Rotom. So I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks real quick. They do go for another Shadow Ball. They figured may as well just get some damage off on us, which is fair enough. We get the Stealth Rocks up. And then this next turn, the only thing I can foresee Heatran being useful for this game is getting the Rocks up and stopping the Dragapult. Because everything else KOs us. Decidueye has fighting moves. Ursaluna has ground moves. Weavile probably has low kick. The Rotom has Hydro Pump. The Okidogi probably has close combat / Drain Punch. So I think what we do here is we Flash Cannon. Get some damage off on the Dragapult because I'm confident we can take one more. We do take one more, we're living it with 2 HP. What a legend. We go for a Flash Cannon real quick. That's going to do a lot of damage to the Dragapult. There we go. Damage is damage at the end of the day. We don't have a switch in to Shadow Ball. We do not have a switch in to Shadow Ball from Dragapult. You know, I mean, technically we do have the Mandibuzz, which I might do actually. Yeah, I'm going to get Mandibuzz. I wanted to get some damage off on the Dragapult, that's all. But I guess in hindsight, I shouldn't have took that third Shadow Ball. I should have switched out. But we'll save Heatran for fodder later. So they go for a Shadow Ball. We know they're choice specs based on the damage. And that did a lot of damage to us. We're physically defensive. We still take that though. We still take that. So we get a free knockoff off now, which I'm going to go for right now. They do withdraw. Are they going to go into the Hisuian Decidueye or the Ursaluna or something? Out. Ovu. Ovu? Oh, that's the owl. Oh, yeah, the Ovu makes the owl face. Okay, cool. Knockoff's going to come through. Obviously, that's going to knock off their heavy-duty boots, which is great. We now go for a U-turn. They probably go for a defog. We outspeed them, which is good to note. But like I said, they go for a defog here. Do we have anything that we can use that can do, you know, to put that to our advantage? So we have competitive on the Milotic, which could definitely be used here. Definitely be used here. Yeah, actually, that's not a bad shout. Actually, not a bad shout. Milotic is a good shout. So I'm going to go Milotic, expecting the defog. I know it's a bit weird switching in a water type on a grass type like this, but I'm pretty sure they won't go for a leaf blade. They go for a defog. There we go. Defog comes through. Definitely go for a defog, which is going to lower our evasiveness, but it does boost our competitive. So we get a special attack boost, which is great. All we need to do now is Tera, because Tera Electric Milotic works really well against the team. Definitely works well against the team. So we Tera Electric, go for an Ice Beam. Ice Beam's going to lock us into an Ice Beam, though, which is not the most advantageous thing to do. I think we do Tera Electric, though. I think that's going to be the most beneficial. So I'm going to go for Tera Electric Ice Beam. They do stay in, probably to go for a Leaf Blade here. I would rather be an Electric type and actually tank the Leaf Blade than take the Leaf Blade to the face untered. I think that's the only way. If we can get rid of this Decidueye, that's going to be great for us. So we Tera Electric Milotic. We outspeed. So I didn't need to Tera. I didn't think we'd outspeed that because I've got no speed investment at all. I know Hisuian Decidueye is slow, but I figured Milotic would be slower. Like, you know, I'm not going to sit here and check stats during a battle because that's just going to be boring. But, you know, sometimes the surprise is nice. So we outsped, which is nice. So in comes Hank. We know who Hank is. That's the Rotom. So Hank comes in. We could stay in and go for a... oh, can't. No, we're choice specs. We could stay... We could sack off Heatran here. I think I'm going to sack off Heatran. I think I sack off Heatran here. Because they definitely go for a Hydro Pump or a Volt Switch here. They definitely go for one of those two moves. So there we go. They go for a Will-O-Wisp. That's worked out nicely. That's worked out very nicely. They must have expected our physical attack to come in to take a Volt Switch or a Hydro Pump. So that's actually worked really well for us. And we get the leftovers recovery a bit as well. And I'm pretty confident we can take a Volt Switch from this thing. But I want to try and get a Stealth Rocks up. I want to see if we can outspeed. So they go for a Volt Switch. They do outspeed, which is unfortunate. They do take out the Heatran, which is really unfortunate. But no Stealth Rocks. It's fine. We can live with that. We can live with that. No problem. We get a free switch in on whatever they bring in now. And they're going to bring in Jack, which is going to be the Weavile. Oh, it's shiny as well. Gross. I don't like shiny Weavile at all. I actually changed it in a texture mod that I had, but it's, you know, it's long gone now. What's going to happen here is we are going to go into Milotic, I think. And I go for a Hydro Pump. Or we go for a Tera Blast. We go for a Tera Blast here. Could do, couldn't we? I don't want to get my choice specs knocked off. Mienshao does this perfectly. Let's just go Mienshao. So there we go. Mienshao doesn't come in. There we go. Looking great. I love its new pose. It's so cool. We just need to go for a U-turn here. That's all we need to do. So we go for a U-turn. Nearly takes out the Weavile, which is great. And then we're going to go back. So Mienshao's putting in the work. Mienshao's putting in the work right now. But Milotic, I don't know. It's a toss-up between Milotic and Mienshao. So if they're going to go for an Ice Spinner, we should probably go into Chimecho. And the reason I'm going Chimecho is because A, this thing's probably choice banded for a start. Oh, they go for counter! Yo, counter's a really cool move. Oh, counter Weavile. That's awesome. That's actually awesome. I love that so much. I love that so much. That's really cool. Alright, so counter Weavile's a thing. They probably have Focus Sash then. That's probably why they stayed in against Mienshao. Probably. So if the counter Weavile, let's go back to Mienshao. This time though, what we're going to do, because I'm confident Mienshao can win this game for us, I'm going to go for a knockoff, because if we KO them with U-turn, they get a free switch in on whatever we bring in. We don't want that. We really don't want that. They're going to withdraw. Are they going to go into the Dragapult? That'd be nice. Draco comes in. That's the Dragapult. We made the right play by going for knockoff here. We definitely made the right play by going for knockoff here. Takes out the Dragapult. There we go. Mienshao putting in the work right now. Mienshao putting in the work. So now our biggest threat to us is was choice specs as well, like I thought. That's good. It's good. It's good. So Cutie Patootie comes in, which is the Ursaluna. So we've got a couple of options here. I think my best bet is to go into Mandibuzz first. Is it, or is the best bet to go into the Ogerpon? Because they might Tera, that's the thing. So I think we go Mandibuzz here because they might Tera. I would have knocked off the Flame Orb because they've probably got Flame Orb, right? But I don't think that's the right place. So I'm going to go into Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz is doing anything in this game. It's you know, switching into Ursaluna. So let's see how this works out for us. So they are going to Tera. Are they going to go normal? Fairy. Tera Fairy. So pretty good for us. Now, we've got Milotic in the back, which can Hydro Pump this face in the face. They go for a Drain Punch, which does nothing other than hurt them because of the Rocky Helmet. And they get burned by the Flame Orb, so that's good to know they've got Flame Orb. Let's see how this plays out for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a Roost first, see if they're going to go for a Facade, and scout how much damage it does. So let's get a Roost. The Roost up to full health, see how well we take a Facade. They go for another Drain Punch, which does a lot of damage because we lost our Flying typing. Fair enough. Fair enough. What we want to do here is we want to get as much damage off as possible on this thing. So they're not going to go for a Facade. They're going to keep going for a Drain Punch. So I suppose we outspeed them, so there's no point U-turning because we're just going to end up having to sack something if we do that. I go for a knockoff. I just have to let some Mandibuzz go down. They do withdraw. They do withdraw, and they're going to go back into the Weavile. So Mandibuzz is actually going to get a KO here. So the Weavile is going to go down to the knockoff, which is great. Really great for us. I was just prepared to let Mandibuzz go down, to be honest with you. So Weavile goes down. Counter Weavile was really cool. That was a really cool strat. I like that. I'm guessing it's Focus Sashed. So that's pretty cool. So knock off the Focus Sash. There we go. They're Focus Sashed. I knew it. I knew it. In comes Hank. The Rotom-Wash. Now, I want to knock this thing off. I'm going to go for a knockoff. They go for a Volt Switch. We should be able to live one of those. We do live one of those, which is great. And what we need is a free switch in on the Ursaluna. That's what we really need. A free switch in on the Ursaluna. I think Milotic can do this. So Rex, the great friend, comes in, the Okie Dokie. We go for a knockoff. We're going to get rid of that item, whatever it's got. Hopefully an Assault Vest. The leftovers. Okay, cool. I say hopefully an Assault Vest. Yeah. We're going to go for a U-turn anyway. Okie Dokie outspeeds us. So they go for a Bulk Up. That's pretty powerful, that is. Bulk Up's actually a bit of a problem. So we go for a U-turn. We're going to do no damage to them, but we do get a free switch out into something else. So I'm wondering what the best Pokemon to do here is. Not Mienshao, not Ogerpon. Ogerpon can live one move, though. We have no moves that are super effective. We've got an effective Ice Spinner. And we've got Milotic with a Hydro Pump. I think Milotic is the best bet here. I think if Milotic's going to do anything in this game, it's this. So I think we go for a Hydro Pump. I think Hydro Pump's the best bet to go for. We do outspeed. Choice Specs Hydro Pump, ladies and gentlemen. Nearly KOs it. Goes for a Drain Punch. Doesn't quite get the KO on us. Milotic might actually do this. Choice Specs Tera Electric Milotic might do this. They do get the Toxic Chain, which is really unfortunate, and that's going to hurt us this turn as well. So Milotic might not be able to finish the game for us. But as long as we can hit this Hydro Pump, we are golden. They're going to withdraw Rex. And they're going to go into the Rotom. Hank comes in. That's the Rotom. See how well Hank takes this Hydro Pump. So we go for Hydro Pump. We don't miss, which is nice. Does, you know, it does a respectable amount of damage. It does a respectable amount of damage. So, what's the play now? That's the real question. So, we should definitely switch out. We should sack off Mandibuzz. There we go. Mandibuzz sacks off. We definitely switch out and we sack off Mandibuzz. Because Mandibuzz is nearly dead. Mandibuzz is nearly gone. So we may as well sack it off to a Volt Switch. That way we get a free switch with Milotic. And Rotom can only take so many Hydro Pumps. It didn't take that one too well. I think we can probably do this. So if they bring in Ursaluna here, we just have to bring in Milotic, go for another Hydro Pump, hopefully it KOs. They bring in Rex again, the Okie Dokie. So now, we get Milotic once again. We've reset the Toxic turn, so the next Toxic won't take us out. We go for a Hydro Pump. Hopefully we don't miss. If we miss, I'm going to be mad. They do withdraw Rex. Are they going to go back into the Rotom? Hank comes in again. Hank comes in once again. We go for a Hydro Pump. We don't miss, which is great. And it nearly takes Hank out. Nearly takes Hank out. So they are going to get some leftovers recovery, which is good to note. We are going to get some toxic damage. But we can take, if we switch out, we can take one more. If we switch out, we can take one more. So I'm wondering what to do here. I'm thinking they go for a Will-O-Wisp, expecting us to switch into one of our fighters. I think what I'm going to do is, I think Ogerpon's going to be useful. It's going to be able to, you know, Ivy Cudgel's going to do a lot more damage to Ursaluna than our like Ice Spin is going to do. So I think Mienshao is more least important here. So we'll go Mienshao. We'll go Mienshao. There we go. Chow Main's going to come in. Looking great. I love shiny Mienshao. It's so cool. They go for a Hex. That would have definitely taken out our Milotic. That's for sure. That gets a critical hit as well. They've got some health recovery. Will Ice Spin a KO from here? I don't know. I don't know if Ice Spin or KO from here. No knockoff will. We've already knocked off certain items, so I think U-turn's the way to go. I think U-turn KOs, so we go for a U-turn. Yeah, we KO with U-turn. Now they don't have a switch into Milotic, so now we go ahead and we switch out. We are going to go into Milotic because no, they're going to free switch in with whatever they want. So I think we need Milotic to take out the Okie Dokie. We need Ogerpon to take out the Ursaluna. So I think we go into Ogerpon. There we go. Majora is going to come in. We do have the Sturdy, so we can take at least one hit. And we've got full HP, so we'd never take one hit, which is great. Now they're going to bring in Rex. So Rex comes in. They probably go for a Drain Punch here, which is fine. We're going to sack off Mienshao now. We sack off Mienshao because we need Ogerpon. And then we go back into Milotic. We go for a Hydro Pump. That's what we do. Milotic can save the day. They go for the Drain Punch, which is, of course, going to take us out. It's going to recover their health right back up. We don't have much health, though, so it's like it's not going to fully recover them. Yeah, there we go. That should be enough health. That should be enough health for Hydro Pump to KO, I think. I could be wrong. I could be really wrong. Their play here, though. I think we can take two more Toxic, so we can take the first Toxic, and well, we can Hydro Pump, take the first Toxic, and we can KO with Ursaluna. We have to hit the Hydro Pump now. We've hit 3 in a row. Can we hit one more? Hydro Pump goes through. Yes! Please KO. It KOs! Milotic with the Tera Electric's doing wonders right now. The Tera Electric has not played any part in this, but you know, it's fine. Choice Specs Milotic is a monster, especially if you get it on a defog like we did earlier. That could have been terrifying for our opponent. So in comes the Ursaluna. Now we just have to hit this one Hydro Pump. That's all we got to do. Hit this one Hydro Pump. Or is it better not to do that? They go for a Drain Punch here. Tera, I feel like we miss the next Hydro Pump and we lose the game to Ursaluna. No, we get two Ivy Cudgels off on it though. But they're going to go for a Drain Punch on the Ogerpon. This is a tough one. I think the play is Ogerpon and then Tera Electric with Milotic. I think that's the play. I think the play is Ogerpon, Ivy Cudgel, let it go down, bring in the Milotic, Tera Electric, Tera Blast, KO. So they take us down to Sturdy. They're obviously going to get all their health back, which is a shame, but you know, it is what it is. They're already pretty much at full HP. They are going to get the Flame Orb, the burn deduction from the health, which is going to play a big part. If they go for a Drain Punch again, they're going to recover like no health because we're on 1 HP. We go for an Ivy Cudgel right now because they're a Fairy type now. Let's go for it. There's a lot of damage. Is it enough? This is turning out to be a very close game, by the way. This is a very close game. I'm really enjoying this one. So we have the Ursaluna at half HP. We've got Milotic with 7 HP. And I'm hoping Ursaluna doesn't get a quick attack now. Really hoping it doesn't. We go for a Tera Blast so that we don't miss. There we go. Can we get the KO with a Tera Blast? Choice Specs. It's stabbed because of the Tera. I told you Tera Electric was a good idea. Down goes the Ursaluna, and that is going to be the game. That's easily one of the closest games we've had in the DLC. That's so cool. That was awesome. What a game. What a game. That was really fun. GG, Richie, Lionel. GG indeed. That is a GG worth GGing. And of course, if you want to try this team out, use the code at the top right corner of the screen. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.